Good afternoon. Happy Monday. It's lunchtime. Two of our second grade teachers are out today. One is sick herself and the other one has a daughter who is sick. So we have substitutes here. One of them didn't come till after power hour was over. So that was a little bit of a scramble trying to figure out where to put all the kids and all that. Got that worked out. So we had power hour and we talked about place value, 3-digit place value, and they did great. Then we had lots of testing. I've been testing the rest of the day since about, 10 till 10. We had my little birthday treat, which were little unicorn snacks, and they were so good. Yum, yum, yum. They're just little Debbie cakes. They thought that was awesome. Then I gave them some place value things to work on. There was a mystery picture, there was a watch think color, and I gave them a backpack glyph to make. So they're still working on that. I told them to put it in their cubbies till after we came back from recess and everything, so the floor was cleaned up. They're at lunch right now. My lunch is cooling on my desk. I'm having pineapple chicken, one of those healthy choice frozen meals. I thought I would jump on here and show you what I'm wearing, and I would get back to work because I got to get stuff prepared for a sub tomorrow because we have like a 2-hour literacy training thing where the lady comes and talks to each grade level for a little bit of the day. So we rotate who goes at what time. So the subs just rotate through the grade levels. Ours is like at 11:20 to 1:20, I think, something like that. 11:40 to 1:20. So I've got things ready for them to do while I'm gone. I just need to make sure it's all laid out. I need to type it out tonight so the lesson plans are laying there because I know when I was a sub, I like to have some kind of direction for what I was doing so I didn't feel totally lost. All right, let me show you what I'm wearing and I'll eat my lunch and get some things done. Okay, I am wearing a blue tank top with this pretty blue necklace and earrings that I got from Walmart of all places. Strange, right? I think this came from Walmart too, just a little sparkly blue ring. I've got this bracelet that came from Cato, I do believe. My sparkly birthday nails because I just celebrated on Saturday. And I'll show you my shoes in just a second. I've got this kimono that came from Walmart and these white leggings I ordered from somewhere. I don't even know where, like Wish or something last year. Never wore them till now. And that's pretty much everything. I'll show you my sparkly shoes. They came from, I want to say Walmart a couple years ago. I haven't worn them very often. Sparkly shoes. Kind of give you a better view. All right, that's the whole deal. So I'm going to get back to work and I'll try to jump back on later and let you know how things are going. I have 3 more students to read. 3 more F&P tests to do with 3 different kids, which could be several books. I mean, one of them read like 5 books, so it's taking a while. Like it's taking 40 minutes per kid sometimes. So it's slow and steady wins the race for me today. And then one of my students just needs to read 1 more book. So 3 complete testing rounds for 3 different students, and then 1 student just needs 1 more book. But I didn't want to keep reading with her. I wanted to give her a break so she could do something else for a while because she was missing out on all the other stuff. So I said, sweetie, why don't you go do your activity and I'll read with you when we come back from lunch. And she's like, okay. She's like, I didn't get to do the other thing. I said, I know. We'll try to make that up to you later. So she was very happy about that. And I needed a break too. I needed to get up and walk around. She needed to get up and walk around, do something different. So I am determined to get these kids tested because I need to put their data in. Because I'm kind of late to the party here. We were really supposed to be done Friday, but that wasn't happening. I did my best, but I just couldn't get it all in. Too many people. Not enough time. So I feel like I'm in a race to get it finished. But I have all afternoon. They come back from recess at 10 till 1. So after restroom break, we'll do rest and read. Then I'm going to test. So I've got from 1 to 3. So I should be able to get 3 kids done in 2 hours. And if something happens and I don't get it done, I'm probably just going to lay down and cry because it needs to be done and I'm done. I'm tired and I don't want to do it anymore. I just want to teach. Can I just teach my kids, please? I feel like I haven't taught them for over a week because all we've done is test. It's kind of how it's been. So let me get crack-a-lackin' so I can be ready to do that. So I'll check back in with you later. Oh my goodness. It's like 3:25 and I'm just finally getting myself settled so I can get some things done. Oh my gosh. So one of my lovely students stayed behind because he's a late bus rider, and he helped me organize all of these books. This is just my portion.
Please prepare late buses.
It was just in time too, because they're loading now. He just left a minute ago, like literally a minute ago. I got all of my kids tested. I'm so excited. Yes, now I need to make my little grid so I can send it to the literacy consultant and tell her what everybody's level is. Oh my gosh, I tested like a maniac, people. A maniac. Like literally, I was testing to the minute that we were supposed to be packing and leaving. Not even kidding you. And I'm like, you're a late bus, right? And he's like, yeah. I said, okay, stay here. Don't leave. I'm going to finish testing you when they get out of the room because it's too loud and crazy right now. Because you know what it's like at dismissal time. Everybody's all, because they're excited to go home. And my goodness, I just was like, you have to be quiet. You have to be quiet. You have to be quiet all day long. Poor kids. So tomorrow, my gosh, they're getting extra recess. They might get extra recess because honestly, for all the time that I asked them to be quiet, they were not too bad. I mean, some of them were a little squirrely, but none of them got super, super loud. But I was really, really firm because they're testing for reading. It's really important to be quiet, right? So I was like, you have to be quiet. You have to be quiet. This is really important. Please help your friends out. Let's be respectful. Shh, shh, shh. You know, I think my shirt broke. I just overused it. So, so glad that's done. So glad. After school, which in about 20 minutes, Caitlin will be here. We're going to head to Walmart. I'm going to return a couple things. I'm going to get a bajillion hangers because I got a lot of clothes for my birthday on a shopping spree. That was my present. So I will be showing you those later. I didn't get a chance to show them yet. You will have already seen them, though, by the time you see this video because I will be filming it tonight and putting it on my weekend vlog because I said I would. So I hope you enjoyed it. I haven't done it yet, but it's already happened for you. So like I'm in a time warp. It's really weird. My lesson plans are just not even close to what they really should be. So I'm just going to figure it out tomorrow because so behind now. So behind. I can't even tell you how behind I am. I'm so behind on my lesson plans that they're not even close. And I'm going to be gone in the middle, like the middle of the afternoon, late morning, early afternoon. So right in the middle of the day. Which, I mean, it's fine. I've got stuff to do, but I need to get my lesson plans together for my sub. I already told my kids I'm going to be gone for just a little short meeting, like for 2 hours. It's through our lunchtime, which kind of stinks because then we don't get a lunch hour or a lunch break. We're working through our lunch, which kind of bites, but it is what it is. I mean, we can eat while we're there, but it's not the same as relaxing and eating your lunch, which I don't really do anyway. I kind of work through my lunch anyway, but at least I'm by myself and it's quiet. It's not going to be that way tomorrow, so whatever. We don't do this very often, thankfully, so it'll be fine. My book order this time was 2 pages long. Look at this. 2-page invoice. Look at that. 2 pages, 2 pages. And a lot of it was just for our classroom, and I didn't pay for a single thing. No money came out of my account to get those books, so thank you, Scholastic. You are amazing. The beginning of the school year book order is just phenomenal. All the bonuses that they give you. I got so many free books. I probably got $100 worth of free books. It's cray-cray. Because, of course, every time a student orders, that gives you points. And you use the points to be free books. So I got all kinds of neat stuff. And I'll try to show you that before I put it away. Because I'm not in any hurry to put it away right now. I just can't do it. I have testing brain. I'm just fried. And I need to go to the bathroom now that I think about it because I haven't been for a while. So, yeah, that's something I should do too before I go home. Don't you think? Yeah. Plus, I am the representative for the, what is it called? Collective Goods, which is like the books are fun that comes from Reader's Digest. It's that kind of a thing where a company comes and sets up a book display like in your lounge or something or the workroom. And you can order things off an order form and you just leave it for your representative person. And then that person sends in the order for you and then they deliver it to your school and then you take it home and it's lovely. Well, there's some really cool things. There's like a stem box that's like gears, I think. I think that's what I remember seeing. I just kind of breezed through the lounge because I don't really go in there. Since I don't eat in there, I don't see stuff. Which is probably smart because then I'm not tempted to buy things that I don't need. But as the representative who sends the order in, depending on how many orders you get some free things. So I am counting on getting that stem box free because I think that'll be a great addition to our building supplies. Oh my goodness. I just feel like I look like a hot mess today. Oh my. I just kind of was like, mirrors, what are those? Yeah. I mean, like my eyeliner is like, I don't even know what it's doing. What is it doing? It's like falling into my face. I don't know. I think my makeup melted into my skin. It's just like a wax figure. I am just melting. It's not hot in here. I'm just weary, feeling weary and a little scattered, and a little goofy. So, I think that I've done everything I need to do physically in the classroom. Now I just need to mentally chill, get my crops together, load up my stuff, and get out of here. Yes, I need to turn this into the office. There's one little thing that's on back order, and the little kid's going to be kind of sad, but it'll come. It was Diary of a Wimpy Kid. You know, that's important to them. Oh my goodness, I need to get myself together so I can get out of here. Yeah. Wowzers. I'm just going to leave stuff. I'm just going to leave it. And oh, I got this from a friend this morning I didn't show you. Check this out. Look at this. How cute is that? Honestly, I haven't even looked in it. I feel terrible. She brought it in and she's like, look, Mrs. Bond. And I went, oh, that's really cool. And I went, she kind of was like, and I went, is it for my birthday? And she's like, uh-huh. And I'm like, oh, you're so sweet. Thank you. Let me look at that in a little bit. And then I didn't, because I was testing like a maniac, like literally like a maniac. So I have got to make sure that after extra recess that we make a big deal out of that, because that took some time and effort and thought. So I'm not going to let that go unnoticed for sure. She's the one that brought me that cool pineapple cup. This one right here. So what a sweetheart. Okay, I told you we finally had my birthday treat. Oh my gosh, I'm such a dingbat today. And it was these. If they had had these last year, this would have been what we had at our unicorn rainbow party, you can bet. These are really good. I mean, for preservative-filled snack cakes, they're pretty darn tasty. So if you need a quick little sugar fix with lots of fat and calories, that's your thing. It is now 3:30, and I'm going to say goodbye because I'm not making much sense now, and my brain is fried, and I have things to do, and I just can't focus. So I think what I'll do is I'll pack up my things. I'll take my paper downstairs to the office. I'll use the facilities down there. I will go ahead and type up my thing for the literacy lady and print it out down there. And then I'll be closer to the parking lot where I can go home. That's what I'll do. So I'm going to say goodbye, and I'll see you next time. Hello, it's about 4:45. We're home. We stopped by Walmart and returned a couple of things and got lots of hangers so I can hang up my new clothes that I got for my birthday so I can put them away. And then I was going to show you what I'm making for supper because I did the chicken in the crock pot thing and it smelled so good when we walked in. Let me show you. Doesn't that look amazing? So if you have watched my vlogs before, you've probably seen me do this, but all I do is take out my crock pot, just a normal everyday crock pot, and I put it on low. I just put a glob, literally a glob of frozen chicken breasts in there. I didn't separate them. I did not defrost them, nothing. Put them in there. I put some water in the bottom, like, I don't know, half a cup maybe. And then I put salt and pepper and Jane's mixed up crazy salt and garlic powder and onion powder in there. And just turn it on and let it do its thing all day. And look how beautifully brown it is. And it will just fall apart whenever I take it out. So I'm planning on making chicken Alfredo with part of it, and probably some chicken enchiladas with another part of it, and maybe some chicken with mashed potatoes and gravy with another part of it, because it makes a lot. I think I probably had 2.5 to 3 pounds of chicken breast in here, so that should be good for several meals. So Caitlin is a vegetarian, if you didn't know. What I do when I make chicken Alfredo is I do the Alfredo sauce over the noodles in a bowl, and then I have the chicken in a separate bowl, and then she likes to have steamed broccoli with hers, so she mixes hers in with the Alfredo sauce and the noodles, and then I like to mix all of it together, so I have chicken Alfredo with broccoli. So it's something for everyone. I just kind of separate it out so everyone can get what they want. That's going to be really yummy. So I call my crock pot my wife because she makes supper for us quite often. And I'm very happy because who wants to sit and slave away cooking supper when you get home from a full day at school? Not this girl.
Birthday to you.
Hey. Okay, here we go. Oh, goodness. Look at the pretty cake. Kaylin did like a swirly motif. So pretty. Good afternoon. Happy Tuesday. It has been a crazy day. So I had a literacy meeting like in the middle of my day, so I had no time to film at all. I got here a little late for me to do stuff before kids came, so no filming then. Plan time was made up with making sure everything was ready for the sub, getting a few things done because I had no lunch time today and no recess time to do anything. So I was just running around like a crazy person. Then after the meeting, came right back in here and jumped back into stuff with the kids. We talked about September 11th and what Patriot Day is for, what it stands for, the gist of it. I read, I don't remember exactly what it's called. It's a Reading A to Z book, and it's about heroes of 9/11, I think is what it's called. I've read it the last few years. It doesn't go into detail as far as, very traumatizing or anything. It just kind of gives the basics. It focuses on the heroes of that day, the firefighters, the rescue workers, the iron workers, the office workers, the rescue animals. So it's really uplifting. And then I showed the story September 12th, and I can't remember what it's called now, the day after we knew it would all be okay, something like that. It's written by a first grade class in Missouri. And so that was perfect. The kids were like, first graders wrote this? I said, yeah, isn't that awesome? And it was a really good story to finish off, a little bit of the kind of trauma of all of the fire and the building falling down and things like that. Of course, these kids, they weren't even alive when it happened. My daughter was a baby, and she's a senior this year. So she was like 9 months old when that all happened. So she doesn't remember anything either. I remember everything vividly because I was a stay-at-home mom, and I saw everything happening on the news, and it was very shocking, as I'm sure all of you will remember that forever if you were around then too. I feel out of breath because I've been running around tearing all the pages out of the Go Math book to catch us up for the last 5 lessons. So maybe it wasn't 5, it just felt like it. A lot of pages that were needing to be torn out since last week. So we will be doing lesson 1.8 and 1.9 tomorrow so I can catch up and be done with the chapter on time. Because I need to do like the pre-test for chapter 2 and the post-test for chapter 1. So, and then iReady testing on Thursday. And then I'm caught up, finally. And I don't know, just with all the testing and everything and all these different things going on, I just can't seem to get a grip on things. Maybe one of these days I will have a handle on life, but right now I am just barely hanging on. I'm just trying to make it day by day. I have no continuity in my teaching right now at all, and it's really frustrating. I have yet to start reading groups. I have yet to start AR. I have yet to finish a Rooted in Reading entire week. I have yet to finish a Write-On entire week yet. I haven't done an entire week of math yet. I just want to do something normal. I want a normal teaching week so I can feel like I actually taught these little people something. But there's always something coming up. There's iReady testing on Thursday for math. There was a meeting today. There was parent stuff last week. It's just, too muchness. It just needs to slow down, and it's not going to, because before I know it, it'll be the end of the quarter. It'll be time to test again. So the end of October is parent-teacher conferences, and that is fast approaching, friends. Even though it's only September 11th, we got to get testing in like 4 weeks. We're testing again. So I got to get something taught by then. It's a little, frustrating. I feel like I'm getting somewhere in Power Hour because that's at least been consistent, but nothing else feels consistent. So I'm feeling a little frazzled and a little just feeling like I'm not a very good teacher. And it's really not a good feeling. So I hope that I can get myself together and get things figured out. But there are so many, they keep wanting to change things on us. Administration wants to try new things that they are. And there's a new testing system that we're using. We've never done iReady diagnostics, and that's new. And we've never used iReady for lessons, and that's going to be starting. It's just a lot. It's a lot. And trying to fit everything into one day is just, I am not a genius to figure out every little pea-picking minute of my day, apparently. I felt like in first grade, I had a handle on the schedule. But in second grade, I feel like there's not physically enough time in a day to do all the things we're supposed to do. There's just not physically enough time. And I don't know how to fix that. I can't add an hour to the day. I can't take anything away. And you have to finagle things so that these kids aren't missing this core thing and these kids aren't missing this core thing, because I've got kids to go to reading, kids to go to speech. We have counseling every other week. It's just, I don't even know. I don't know. I'm doing my best. I feel like I'm doggy paddling to keep my head barely above water. So hopefully I'll have better news tomorrow or on Friday. Maybe things will have calmed down by then. I don't know. But I just feel like I can't get ahead. My lesson plans are a hot mess because I have to keep shoving things to the next day or the next week. Because last week, my lesson plans basically just went because of all the testing I had to do. It took forever to F&P test everyone. I literally finished yesterday at 2:55. Literally, 2:55. Dismissal time is when I was done. So I'm just like, so I did 2 math lessons today. I'm going to do 2 math lessons tomorrow to catch up. But even then, I'm still behind today. So I'm going to have to throw like the math test in sometime because we need the data for Friday. So I just feel like that's all I can say is just, I don't even know what to say. This day just went and it was gone. My kids did really well for the guest teacher and they earned the rest of their stars. So we're going to have our first star jar party on Friday. And they voted for an electronics party. And then a few of the kids voted for a PJ and blankie party. And I said, well, why don't we just combine them? So then, like most of the kids got what they asked for. So we're going to have a PJ/blankie/electronics party on Friday afternoon. Yay. So that'll be the last thing we do before we go home. That'll be really nice. They're looking forward to that. And I already have a note. I just have to change the date on there and it'll be ready to send home to parents because when we do an electronics party, I always send home a permission slip. And if that does not come back, they cannot have that device out because I am not responsible for those. That's up to the parents. And I even talked about that at the parent presentation last week, which only like 4 parents were here. So only 4 parents heard me say it, but it'll be on the note too. So hopefully they see that. Oh my goodness. I finally got my table cleaned up back there. You can see there's nothing on it now. It's all nice and clean. I don't have my books put away from the Scholastic order that I got. I didn't get my Scholastic book order stuff put away because I'm not sure where I want to put it yet. So I just laid the box on the floor behind my rolly chair back there. So at least it's off the table and out of the way. Oh my goodness, just too much. I'm supposed to meet one of my first grade colleagues that we taught together forever, and then she got moved to kindergarten, I got moved to second grade, so we went opposite directions. Supposed to meet her at a Mexican restaurant after school, and we're going to start working on our Apple teacher training together. So I'm not really sure what that's going to entail, because really, as far as I can see, it's just watching videos and taking quizzes on what you learned. I went ahead and took 2 quizzes on there. I took the iPad quiz, and I took the iReady. I took the iPad quiz and I took the iMovie quiz and I already passed those 2 because I use iMovie all the time to edit these videos. So I'm fairly well versed in what it can do. There are some things I didn't know it could do that I learned, so that's pretty cool. I'm going to try to throw those in. So maybe you'll see some jazzy moves coming up. Some kind of neat fade in, fade out kind of stuff and some tech stuff. So that's my goal, is to be more tech savvy and be able to do all kinds of cool stuff. And know the ins and outs of all the Apple devices that we have. That'll be really cool. But I just got to tell you, I'm trying to be positive and I'm trying to be upbeat. I'm trying to be like, yeah, we can do this. But inside, I feel like I'm drowning. I really do. And I don't know what to do about it. I really don't. I don't feel like there's anything I can do about it because I feel like it's just going to be this way for a while. And that's a little daunting because I don't want to feel like this. I don't want to feel unsettled and not knowing what I'm doing for sure and not feeling like I have a direction to go. You know what I mean? Like, I always was a planner, a big planner, like 2 or 3 weeks ahead of time. I didn't plan too far ahead. Like, I had units that I would know I was going to do at certain points, but I wouldn't plan specifically exactly what day that was going to be until I got closer. But this year, I don't even feel like, honestly, I don't even feel like I can plan next week right now, and it's already Tuesday. I would normally have the next 2 weeks planned in my planner. I don't feel like I can do that right now because there's just too much stuff that's just kind of up in the air and uncertain. And when we met with the literacy lady today, she's not a fan of AR. Not at all. She really doesn't like AR. She says it's like opposite what our goal is for teaching readers to read. And so she's not helpful in that area at all. So that's kind of hard when you're trying to mesh these 2 worlds of Reader's Workshop with guided reading and then throwing AR into the mix. And it's hard. It's really hard. So I just feel like lost. I just feel lost. It's not a good feeling. So I think I'm going to enjoy going to the Mexican restaurant tonight and just unwinding a bit and chatting with my friend that I've had for years. She actually had Caitlin. Caitlin's a senior. She had Caitlin in Jumpstart Kindergarten. Like the summer before they go to kindergarten, she had her that year. And she had her for first grade. So we've known her forever. Like I was her room mom. So we've been together through a lot. And she may be feeling the same way. I don't know. So it may be more of a therapy session than an apple training session, which may be what we both need. I don't know. But it'll be nice to catch up and get away from school and get away from home and all the responsibilities of everything and just be for a little bit, for just a couple hours. So I'll let you know how that goes. Maybe tomorrow, maybe tonight, depending on how tired I am. Oh, it's another one of those nights where I woke up at 3 in the morning and didn't go back to sleep. So I'm like, I'm in between feeling really like, bleh, like not bad, like sick or anything. I'm feeling in between like hyper and like I could take a nap. I feel like I'm in between those two things right now. Like it could go either way. So I'm trying to be, you know, woo, have energy and stuff. And it's 3:30 now. And I just feel like I don't know what I'm doing. So I did get things fixed for tomorrow. Like I changed the date on the calendars. I got my rotation switched around up here for the seating because I forgot to do that yesterday. And they're like, hey, wait, that's not changed. I'm like, I know. Hold on. Let me fix it. I don't know. I need to get the kids' AR goals set and tell them their dot colors. So when we go to Stinkin' Library on Thursday, they know what to pick. But at least I have another day for that. I thought I had a hair appointment tomorrow. Thank you that I don't, because I just can't do one more thing. I just kind of want to go home and just curl up in the fetal position and just like zone out in front of a TV show. That's how I feel right now. And that's just kind of dumb. So, I mean, don't feel sorry for me or anything. I'm just kind of going through. I've heard people say I'm just feeling some kind of way. I think that's how I feel. I'm feeling some kind of way. I'm not angry. I'm not sad. I'm confused and lost. I think I feel like I'm just floundering. And I know I'm not the only one that feels this way. I know there's some of you that are feeling like that too. And I know some of my other two firstie friends that came up to second grade with me are feeling the same way. So maybe we need to have a support group for the flounderers of America. The teacher flounderers of America unite. I don't know, but it's got to get better. It can't get worse, really. It's got to get better. I got to feel more in control of things soon. So it's a coming. It's a coming. Before I go, how about I show you my outfit? Because that's something I can do. So I'm wearing this pink t-shirt that came from Walmart. And you may recognize it from last year. I got several of these in different colors. They're so soft. They're a stretchy, kind of a shiny fabric. I don't know what to call it. It's probably made out of nylon or something, but I got it to go with leggings because I had several leggings outfits last year. If you will remember, I was the leggings queen. This little sweatery thing is from Maurice's, and I noticed last night when I was picking out my clothes, it had like 4 holes in it. And it wasn't like rips. It was like where the seam had come apart, like at the shoulder and underneath and stuff. And so I got some black thread and I stitched all those holes closed. So yay me, it's like a new outfit now. All right, then I've got this ring that's a chameleon ring, which you snap the things inside. There's a gnat on the screen. Go away. Rude. It's a chameleon ring. Blue. That's how I feel. Blue. This is from Maurice's. These are from Maurice's. This is from Maurice's. I have some leggings on that I'll show you. And I have these shoes on from Kohl's from several years ago because I haven't bought any shoes from Kohl's in I don't know how long. Okay, I'm going to take myself back here, let you see the whole thing, and then I'm probably just going to say goodbye because really I'm feeling like this. So I'm sure you don't want to see that. All right, let me back up and show you what I got on. Let me give you a close-up of my leggings so you can kind of see they're a really pretty floral pattern. Aren't those cute? And then my shoesies. Okay, let me take you with me over here. Yeah, keep the quote. Apparently it's literal because I haven't changed it since the first day of school. Because that's just the least of my worries. Oh my goodness. Thankfully I got a whole bunch of Power Hour things ready yesterday. So I just need to put those little spinner thingies in sleeves. I have some things I need to cut out. And I did the mid-chapter checkpoint for math today. And it was a little disappointing, but I almost feel like it wasn't necessarily indicative of my kids' math knowledge, considering we hadn't done math for a few days. I need to cut these apart for Power Hour. I don't think I have enough of those. I got my exit tickets made for Thursday, and I have just some random mystery pictures from Carol's Place Value Mystery Pictures unit. Just kind of fun little things. Kids are enjoying that. It's giving them good practice in counting their blocks. And also recognizing how to draw them. Because we need to do that sometimes. But I apologize because I just feel like I don't know what I'm even doing right now. Let me put you down over here. Oh, and apparently one of my kids did not get one of their Scholastic books. I need to email Scholastic. They are a really good company. Scholastic is really good about fixing boo-boos, so it's not going to take much. But she was all up in my face. Did you call Scholastic? I went, honey, I haven't even been in the room. Like, I left for a meeting and came back. When was I supposed to do that? Give me a time to do that. I'd have to do that after school, honey. So she's just really excited about getting her book. It's Dolphins at Daybreak, which I have. So it's a cute book. Okay, I got the Dog Man series of books, and it came with this little plush dog man. How cute is that? But I'm realizing I'm not sure it's not necessarily the greatest book for a read aloud because it's a graphic novel. Which, I mean, the kids are enjoying it. I read chapter 1 today. I also read, like, the very beginning kind of tells how Dog Man came about as far as the story itself, not the character, like, not what happened to him and how he became a dog man, but how the authors came up with the story. That was interesting. I'm not even sure what all stuff is. Oh, my gosh. You ever find just random stuff on your desk and you're like, what is this anyway? I got to take care of this tomorrow because they're going to deliver it Thursday, so that's another thing to do. I need to put this where I'm not going to forget about it, but it's kind of in my way. There. Dog Man can go up here. This pile is getting larger. Oh, I don't know if I showed you these. Look at these cute little highlighters from UB. How cute are those? Put them here so I can... There. I just kind of reorganized my pile. A little girl in my class is making me bookmarks because she doesn't want me to have to waste my Post-it notes. I can make you some on the bus today. Cool, thank you. I'd love that. She's like, oh, I didn't use green. I said, hey, you could just do all kinds of color combinations and surprise me. Okay. Just kind of made her day. Jeremy Michael book, if you're watching, thank you for this. This is so cute. Has a place of honor by my desk right there. Caitlin sent me with all kinds of plants today. So let me show you those. I put them on my window ledge. She had been cultivating those over the summer. So let me show you. I've got some succulents and some cacti. There are a few right there. Little hedgehog is cute. That's all that's there. Can you believe I still haven't opened that birthday present? Yeah, it was one of those kind of days. Here's some more. There's a succulent. She painted that pot for me to look like a pineapple. Then there's that little one that we got at Five Below. Then we have this little, like a ladybug owl that my husband got me for Mother's Day. And there's a cactus in there. And there's one back in the corner. I don't know if you can see him. Little dude behind the lamp. Can you see him? In the green. There he is. So, I was putting those out this morning before the kids went to Power Hour. And they were like, ooh, cool. So they're excited that we have plants. And Caitlin has promised me that she will take care of them on Fridays when she's here after school when I have my meetings. And I said, okay, because otherwise they will die. I'm just telling you the truth. They will die. I'm not a good plant mom. Just not. I do better with mammals. I really do. I'm not good with plants. I'm good with mammals. Okay, let me just show you what's in this awesome birthday basket thing because otherwise I'm never going to look through it. So I noticed this. Look, your one fine apple. And look, it's like pineapple soap, like hand soap. How cute. I got this awesome caramel latte candle. That's my get your hinder to the car alarm because Caitlin's waiting for you. That'll have to wait a minute. Oh, look. Look. Little unicorn figurines. I'm kind of covering up the cuteness. There we go. There's another one in here. Oh, how cute is that? My goodness. And then, oh, there's a beautiful card. I'll have to read that. And, wow, there's still more. Look at this cute little sign. Smile often, laugh loudly, love others. And then this cute little basket that I can use for all kinds of fun stuff. So, I feel terrible. I have not opened it. I have not said anything since she gave it to me yesterday. Haven't sent her a thank you note. Bad teacher. No, busy teacher is what it is. I need to dump my water and get the heck out of Dodge. I need to figure out if my friend still wants to do the thingy. I don't know. I should probably check my emails before I go. So I'm going to sign off for now. I may check back in with you later when I get home. I'm planning to be home by 7 because otherwise I'm going to just be exhausted. And more than I am now, which is hard to believe. So I'm going to say bye for now, as I already mentioned, and I'll chat with you later. Good afternoon. It's after school and it's Wednesday. So what a crazy day we've had. Oh my goodness. So I did a chapter 1 pre-test for Go Math. Basically, it's for Power Hour too, but we finished chapter 1 today, so it wasn't really a pre-test so much. We did the test before we did the last 2 lessons. So, I don't know. So it's supposed to be for chapter 1 and 2, although everything that was on the test was in chapter 1, so whatever. I redid the test. I mean, it was a copy of like a test from a long time ago, and it copied crooked, and some of the numbers were off the page, and there was a hole punch in the middle of one of them. And so I said to one of the second grade teachers yesterday, I would be happy to take this and remake it for us. And she's like, okay. So I just went home and I remade the test. I just made it in PowerPoint. And I PDF'd it and I sent her a copy and I said, what is this? What do you think about this? How does this look? And she's like, that's amazing. I'm like, cool. So it'll be so much easier to put in our Google Docs so everyone can have access to it anytime. They can just go on there and print it off of there and not have to store it anywhere really. So that's the first one. I did the pre and the post because they're mirrors. So all I did was change pre to post on the other one and I made the other one. So I need to work on like the rest of them for the rest of the chapters, which I mean, I can pick at those. We'll need chapter 2 pretty quickly, though. We really ought to give that on Monday, because that's when everybody's starting chapter 2. So anyway, we just gave this one, so whatever. Okay, like I said, crazy day. I'm still feeling a little spastic. I don't even know if I'm going to put up yesterday's vlog, because I filmed at the end of the day just like today, and I was a little out of sorts, and I felt like I just was scattered and probably wasn't making a lot of sense. I haven't watched the footage from yesterday, but if you see a skip between Wednesday and Monday, you'll know that's what happened. I decided not to put Tuesdays in, although I did film, because I don't really know. Yesterday was very discombobulated. I felt very out of sorts, very just frustrated, and I wasn't like angry or anything. I was just like, I felt lost. So you'll know what happened because I'm not sure what I'm going to do at this point, but so there you go. Today was it was a little bit of madness. I don't know if the weather's changing because I did not used to believe this about kids. It'd be like, oh, the storm's coming. The kids are going to be wacky. I never believed that because I only had one kid, right? So she was just her. Oh, I totally buy into that now. After being a teacher for a while, you start to see that animals and children are reflected, their behavior is reflected with the weather. They reflect the weather changes very easily and very badly sometimes. So if a storm's coming, they kind of get out of sorts and discombobulated and squirrely. So I don't know. We've done a lot of testing lately, and that's probably part of the problem because I think I feel that way a little bit too. And I know that the kids kind of feed off the way the teacher feels too. So I may be projecting onto them and they're feeling it. I'm trying not to be that way. But when you're feeling like you're floundering, it's probably making the kids feel a little floundery too. So I'm trying to just chill, take it easy. We did an extra recess today. They loved it. We were the only class out there, unfortunately, but we did our extra recess anyway. It was really nice out there. They actually enjoyed having the playground all to themselves because that hardly ever happens. They're like, yes, we get all the swings. I said, yes, we shall dominate the playground. And they're like, yes. So that was good. Tomorrow we will not have extra recess because on Thursdays I have a volunteer that comes during that time, and I also have the leadership team. There is a small group of students that goes with a volunteer and has a meeting every Thursday with them. So Thursdays are out for extra recess, but we'll go noodle instead. We'll do that in our classroom. Most of my students took their very first AR quiz today because I was able to set their goals during my plan time with my buddy teacher, which was really easy, actually. I was a little worried about it, but I didn't have to do any thinking. It was already on. It was from the iReady diagnostic test. It gave you the goal right there. So that's what I did. So what I did was I read a Fly Guy book to the entire class, and it was a green green dot, half green, which is the second to the lowest dot level, so that would be easy to comprehend and be short. So I read that whole book to my students. It was Fly High, Fly Guy, if you're familiar with the Fly Guy books. So I knew they'd like Fly Guy, so they'd be listening. So it was kind of just listening comprehension. And then I showed them what the quiz would look like. Like I put the actual quiz on the board so they could see what the questions would look like. We did not answer the questions, but I did read through them so they would be familiar with them. I think there were only 5 anyway. I did like the first 3 so they could see them. And then I had the volunteer just take one student out in the hallway at a time, help them get logged into my teacher iPad, because one of the other classes was doing iReady testing, so they borrowed my iPads. So I just used my teacher iPad, which that'll be good because now I have the AR thing on my iPad. So that's another one we can use for testing. So then I'll have 9 that I can work with. So I think I only have 5 students that need to still take the test because I was able to catch a few of them this afternoon. So in the morning, I will have those 4 take the test and everybody will have had their first test. Yes. It's only worth half a point. I figured it was a good jump start to their goal. It gave them practice on the test. It wasn't high stakes. And I wanted to be able to just help them through. That was pretty good. I'm so tired. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning, which is later than I've been waking up. So no 2 and 3 o'clock today at least. But still that wears on you. And I think that is feeding into my lost, kind of discombobulated, uneasy feeling this week because I haven't been sleeping well. So I have things I need to do after school. Like I really need to do some grocery shopping. Don't know if it's going to happen. I need to return a couple things to Target. Don't know if that's going to happen. Just, little things. I need to pay some bills online. That needs to happen. And just, just stuff. Just stuff. I need to do stuff. And I just don't have the energy for the stuff. But it has to happen. So, I don't know. I'm feeling like I need a vacation already. We've only been in school for a month. So, Anyway, so happy Wednesday to you. Sorry, that was very abrupt because the custodian just burst in. My door was locked and shut, obviously shut. And I heard the keys. I'm like, he just kind of burst in. So I said, hey, would you mind knocking if you see the lights on? Because if the lights on, I'm in here. And just a warning, because now we had an announcement. Okay, interruption number 2. Anyway, I let him know that Caitlin and I are going to start walking after school because the building is very big. And it's a great kind of indoor walking track. And I will be changing my clothes in here. And I would not want him to walk in on me when I'm changing my clothes. So I just warned him. I said, would you mind knocking if my light's on? Because that means I'm in here somewhere. Just because sometimes I'm going to be changing my clothes in here. And I said, that would be traumatic for both of us. And he's like, oh, sorry. I'm like, it's okay. I just wanted to let you know ahead of time so that didn't happen. He's like, okay, now I feel bad. I said, no, don't feel bad. Come in and do your job. That's not a problem. Just, if you don't mind knocking first, just in case. He's like, okay, I can do that. So we're good. But he's just gets everything done super fast. So he likes to vacuum all the rooms real quick. Then he goes and does all the trash. So he'll be in here again later. So I didn't want him to do that again. Anyway, while I'm thinking about it, I'll show you what I'm wearing. I've worn this before, but maybe not the same thing together. I've worn this shirt before. I've worn these pants before. I've worn this jewelry before, but probably not in the same outfit. Yeah. Okay. If I sound like it's because that's how I feel right now, and I'm trying to calm down because this whole day has just felt like a mad dash to the end, trying to get something accomplished. Okay, so I'm wearing this shirt that kind of has, I don't even know what these are called, cap sleeves? Not really. I don't know. They kind of go over, but they're not really sleeves, so whatever. If you know what they're called, tell me, because I don't remember. This necklace and earrings that came from probably Walmart. I've had them a while. This came from Walmart a while back. There's my birthday nails. And if I can even have any balance in my life here. My shoes, which at this point, I think they came from Kohl's, but I don't know for sure. But nothing is new that I'm wearing. Nothing at all. It's I picked in my closet and went, oh, I haven't worn that in ever. I haven't worn that in forever. Let's wear that. So I've got this little stripy shirt that has kind of oceany colors on it and some tan capris. And then you saw my shoes. So nothing super exciting and fancy. Oh, and this bracelet. I don't know if I've ever worn this before. I think this came from Cato. And then my Alex and Annie pineapple bracelet because I kind of forgot to wear it lately. So that's what I've got on. I'll back up so you can see the whole thing. And then I'm going to try to get some stuff done because I feel like I'm completely unprepared to tackle life tomorrow. And I need to be. Tomorrow's the last day of this power hour grouping. I need to grade the pretest that I gave because that's how we're going to group the next power hour grouping. And we need to have the kids grouped already in our Google Doc before we have our Friday after school meeting. So I'll probably just take it home because I'd rather be in my pajamas on the couch, honestly, than sit here and do it. So I'll back up, let you see what I'm wearing, and then I'll probably just say goodbye until tomorrow. So as you can see, it's nothing super fancy. It's comfortable. I knew that I would be outside with the kids and it was going to be a little humid and about 83 degrees today, which isn't terrible. It's pretty nice. I stood under the shade tree during recess so I wouldn't be fried because Caitlin has noticed I've been getting a sunburn on the back of my neck from going to outside recess. I'm like, oh yeah, I do stand in the sun. I tend to stand on the asphalt that used to be like a parking lot area. They have basketball goals out there and stuff. I tend to stand there and watch the kids across the playground because I can see everything from there. Well, today I stood on the opposite side where there's shade and I could still see everything. So I don't know what I was thinking before, other than I was kind of standing near the other teachers so I could talk to them a little bit while I was watching the kids. Okay, I'm going to go try to get something accomplished before I leave today. And I'll check back in with you later if there's anything interesting to tell you. Otherwise, I will say goodbye until next time.